What's good, YouTube? We are talking about movement today, baby. Well, not that type of movement. We're talking about omni movement. Black Ops 6 has introduced omni movement into Warzone and multiplayer, and I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you're probably kind of struggling. Don't worry, that's okay. My name's Buck Merlin, and in this video, I'm showing you guys the 7 fundamentals that you guys need to dominate Area 99, Rebirth, Warzone, and all of your multiplayer. We are going to be going over what movement is and what movement is not. I'm also going to take you guys through some settings before we get into that. So if you guys already have your sprint settings already set up from another video, feel free to skip past this part. If you guys don't have it set up, make sure y'all pay attention. I save the last fundamental for the best, so make sure y'all stick around to really see how to utilize this and make sure you're dominating, winning, and maybe making some friends mad along the way because they're wondering, how did you get so dang good so fast? Because you watch Buck Merlin. Let's get into those settings, hop right into it. So going over, we're going to controller, we're going to press R1 until we get to movement, which is this page right here. Now, the first thing you need, sprint assist is set to tactical sprint assist. Click square to show more. Your sprint assist delay is 0. Sprint assist sideways is on and sprint assist backwards is on. Mental assist I have off. Crouch assist I have on. All of these don't really matter for what I'm about to show you. Slide/dive behavior. I used to have this as tap to slide. Changing this to hybrid, even though it took me a bit of time, made me a better player. I stopped accidentally diving or accidentally sliding when I wanted to do the opposite. And the hybrid setting means that I tap to slide, but I also, if I'm holding down my sprint, which is my L3 for me, and I press my slide, I will then dive. It's made me a lot more efficient and a lot more consistent for the situations I'm trying to get into. And I believe this is a crucial setting if you're trying to be successful when it comes to movement. Automatic airborne mantle I have on. Sprint restore on. Slide maintain sprint on. You have to have these on. This is mandatory as well. Mantle cancels reload on for me. We don't have anything in the movement advanced settings that matter or the vehicle advanced settings that matter for this particular video. If you guys need anything else, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to help you guys out. Without further ado, let's go into Nuketown and get right to the business. None other than Nuketown. Let's get right into these movement tutorials. Now, as you guys saw in the title, we said math-based movement. Now, I'm not out here doing the Pythagorean theorem in order to get movement. I'm talking about simple angles, 90s, 180s, 45s. How do those combine together and what are they actually meant to do? Now, before we get into this, movement is not me YY spamming everywhere and doing all of this and sliding and then diving and then spamming and going crazy. That is not movement. Being a good movement player or a movement demon, in my opinion, is doing the right movement when it is necessary to gain advantage. I'm not going to be wasting everything because I want to YY everywhere. I'm sorry if you do that, you're a loser, all right? I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You're a loser. What we're talking about here is making sure that I am the most efficient player that I can be. So getting into it first, in Modern Warfare 3, we had to do all of our movement forward. This is why you saw, guys, this is why we had to do this, because we couldn't sprint in any other direction besides forward. Well, now we can sprint left, right, backwards, and forward. Obviously, our forward sprint is still about 25% faster than the side to side or the backwards version. But regardless, we can still hold a lot of speed. So the first thing I'm going to get into is called the 90. There's 2 types of movement. There's movement that gains me knowledge, and there's movement that gets me to engage. Once again, there's movement that helps me gain knowledge, and there's movement that helps me to engage. Now let's get started. Instead of coming down here side of Nuketown, doesn't matter if it's side of Nuketown, in Urzikstan, whatever, right? I don't have to go this way, slide out, and then turn. That turn is wasting too much time. Instead, I hit a 90. Now, before I slide, I have to take 2 steps to engage a slide. You'll notice what that looks like as my gun moves. That is my trigger to say I can now slide. If I do it too early, I take a single step like that. That is death. So remember, 2-step. You guys know the song, right? Editor, input that in. Just kidding. I'm the editor. I'm not doing that. I'll get copyrighted. Let's get started with the first one, the 90. I'm going to go to this wall. I'm going to hit a 90 outside. And while I'm hitting that 90, I'm going to be ADSing. That way I can be ready for my fight. So I go down here, bam, slide like this. See how much more time I have on target. Obviously I can still do it, but it's less correction that I have to make. If you guys look, right, great centering is probably around right here. Centering is just keeping my reticle on where an enemy is most likely to be next. That's what makes me a great centering player. So once again, going to this wall, taking 2 steps left, sliding right here, I've got centering, and I feel it's just less for me to focus on. Obviously I can come right back. We're going to get into that in a bit, but hitting a 90 this way, as I keep going around, how many places could I hit a 90? If I get like this, I'm going across, bam, I hit a 90. Now I'm at the car, right? If I'm coming around this way, I see a player here, I can step like this, bam, hit a 90, shoot this way, come around. This is something where a 90 is probably one of my most used slide. So besides the slide cancel, the 90 is my most used, right? I can combine this with 2 90s back to back. Now, if you look at what I've been doing, the 90 definitely good for engaging. But if you see here, whether it's Area 99, whether it's Nuketown, or whether it's Urzikstan, hitting a 90 on a door gives me a ton of information. Just like here, if I go here and hit a 90, those players aren't going to be able to shoot me, but I'm still going to be able to see they're there. I can also hit another 90 back like this until I'm ready to engage with that particular player. This is called skating. That's the word I made up for it. So I'm sliding back and forth like this. I can do this in a gunfight if I wanted to, right? But be careful, because if I'm shooting, I cannot slide while I'm shooting. So you would have to stop shooting in order to make this work, right? So after I slide, I can start. But obviously I'm putting those rounds there. If I'm in a regular gunfight in the open, those would potentially hit my target. But what I'm doing is skating side to side for me to gain information. Now, once I've gained enough information from that, I can hit a 45. So my 90 information move, my 45, which is instead of going 90 degrees to the target, I'm now going to go 45 degrees to the target, is hit this, and now I'm open to engage again. If I slide back this way and go here, I'm here for engagement, right? A little bit tough there on the door, but let's say I'm going here. If I slide across, gain the information, slide back, and I know somebody's right there, bam, right? So my 90 is for gaining knowledge. If I happen to go like this, see them there, go like this, see them there, go like this, and hit a 45, now I'm engaging again. Obviously, Nuketown got some weird angles going on, but you guys see the difference in how if I'm going here, once again, different doorway here, this way, and then bam, all of a sudden I'm fighting. I've skated 2 90s, got my info. Ooh, dead slide, don't do that. Bam, and then 45 out, and now I'm ready to go. You guys have to be careful, because as I slide, my general tendency is to want to drop my cursor down. Don't move this. If you like, my cursor only goes down a bit because my bad, mannequin. My cursor only goes down a bit because I am squatting. So if I slide, try and get used to slightly lifting your reticle up a bit so you can still be at an upper chest level. I don't want to start sliding and then shooting here down at the ground, right? That's no good. That is going to get us into some serious trouble. So to begin, we've got our 90, we've got skating left to right, and we've got our 45. The 90 and the skate for gaining information, generally. The 45 to activate an engagement or get me ready. Now our next one, used in a few different ways, the 180. I have been breaking cameras in the most disgusting way possible. Now, let's say guy comes outdoor, I get shot by someone else, or he sees me and I decide to run away, but he's really close to me, right? If I keep on running like this, he's most likely gonna get to this corner and he's gonna fry me, and then I'm going to be dead. I switched that up by hitting a 180, which is literally just putting my shit into reverse. My bad, right? Run around, bam, 2-step and slide back. If you do this right and get the angle right, if this guy's coming around this corner, I know that I probably have to slide back a little bit outside, so I can turn this like this, go here, and then bam, and shoot that guy again. When I tell you that no one on this planet, no matter how good they are, is ready for you to hit a 180 on them, this guy is going to see you sliding past his screen on your ass, bro, looking at him the entire time while he's going like this, going, No, how's he doing that? And then he's going to end up against the wall. Why? Because you're using one of Buck Merlin's movement techniques. Great job, boys. So to go over that again, right? Bam, I curl in the corner, 2-step, bam, slide, and now I'm ripping this dude apart. Be careful, because if I go here and then I slide back, there is a chance that you could just literally pretty much butt slide right into that guy's legs, and he's just going to be like, you know? So I like to do it at a bit of an angle. I'll come around, go like this, bam, and hit it like that. That way it allows him to round this corner. Even if he can like start to track it, he's got too much going on, and I'm already so stable and ready at that point. I know he's going to be right there. I'm the one that's prepared. He's not prepared. So the 180 can be used like this is one of the dirtiest tricks. I'm telling you, the first time you do it, you're going to think you're an absolute god, and you will be. So congratulations. The other way to do it is, let's say there's a guy playing, like there's a door right here, right? And he's playing corner. You can obviously go in and turn around like this. This turn action, you could be dead by the time you get there. Instead, I like to go like this, bam, and then slide in this way. So I'm actually hitting like a 180 to forehand, 2 steps, and then sliding in like that. Not only does it look weird, it just allows me to be like more ready for this engagement. Very niche. It's something you have to get comfortable doing. Like I still right there, if I'm doing it, sliding into the door. My favorite way to use a 180 is to re-break this camera like this. This is just disgusting work, bro. But I have used it a few ways. Instead of doing like a dive like that and going like this, that's a lot of movement. I also get stuck on the ground there. I don't like to do that. So instead of sliding like this way, I'll go here, back, and then shoot like that. I think that's a great move. It also allows me to be here and then push, my bad, here and then push forward and slide out of the room again, for instance. So there's a few options with that guy, but the 180 break in the corner is disgusting. Please come and tell me the first time you do it so we can celebrate being absolutely badass together. Now, going over, we got 90s, right? Bam. We got skating, which is back and forth. We've got 45s for engaging. We've got our 180s to break cameras and re-engage again, or break through doors. Now, the next one, we've had a lot of pros already talk about this. I've seen some things saying that this increases your slide distance, or you have a faster slide. I think you have the exact same speed slide when you do this, but this is called the G slide. And pretty much I jump, I aim down sight, and then I slide like this. I don't believe that I have to aim down sight in order to get that speed boost. I think I get the same speed boost regardless. It just looks faster because I'm ADS'd. So really, in order to do this successfully, I just jump and hold my slide button. So after I'm in the air, I'm just holding that, and it's going to automatically slide afterwards. I actually figured this out in the beta, and then like Ultra came out with a short, and they're like, yeah, this is called the G slide. I'm like, that sounds dumb as fuck, but whatever. So yeah, the G slide, this is a great, like if you used to play ranked a lot, you're used to a general, like jump push like that, but this is super powerful, especially in order to switch it up. If I just hit a 90 like that, and then I hit a G slide across to get some shots in, and then hit another one this way, you can see the distance. It does increase my distance, but the only reason it's increasing my distance of the slide is because I just jumped 6 meters, bro. It's not because my slide gets extra long. I just did a jump and then slide. They said that it makes it longer. It does not. So don't let those pro teams cap to you guys, dude. That's why you follow Buck Merlin, and that's why you subscribe to Buck Merlin. If you guys have learned something already in just this part, make sure y'all sub to the channel. I'm live every single day if you guys want to come hang out with one of the best communities in the world, and tap in for some more videos. Love you guys. Let's go. So we've got 90s, we've got skating, we've got 45s. Why do I always mess up that second skate? We've got the G slide. We've got the 180. I don't know what other people are calling this. I saw another name for it, but if I slide like this, let go of all of my inputs, and then hold the other direction and lay down, I will actually end up sliding this way and then laying the other way. So you can see how I'm using this cover. Look at how little of myself is showing for that fight, compared to if I was like this, like, if I don't know, slid out normally and then laid down. Even this, obviously it's a little different in Black Ops 6 because we can now use omni movement and look all the way around, but this is still pretty open. the opposite here. So I'm going to 90. All right, I'll slide this way and then hold the other direction or whatever the opposite direction I want my legs to go. So here I'm going forward, slide, and then like this, right? One more time. Forward, like that. So you can see how I'm holding down my left stick goes left, and I'm holding this all the way down to go prone, right? For the other side, let's say I want to do it on this car. So now doing it on this other car, sprint, lay down like that. My bad, you guys couldn't really see that one. One more time. Sprint, lay down, bam. My legs are out this way, I'm looking this way. So I'll slide that way, and then I'll try and hold my prone down, and then my stick to the opposite direction. That's how you end up this way. This will take some practice. Keep in mind, no inputs in between. So I'm gonna slide. After I've hit that slide, I release everything. Then when I'm ready for that to stop, I'll go like this and hold that. Even this, they're not ready for this. They're expecting you to slide further. It's just another way for you to confuse your enemy. Very niche, very advanced. This is advanced right here. So very unique, but if I'm going anywhere and there's cover, I can play. Look at that. That's disgusting. That's disgusting, boys. That's how you win gunfights. Now, we've got 90s. My God, we've got 90s. We've got 45s. We've got skating. Oh my God, right? We've got 180s to break the cameras. Oh my God. We've got G slides. Oh my God. We've got the rip and dip. I don't know, man. We've got the freaking lay down slide. I had a cool name for this. I forgot what it was. Chat, if you got a good name for whatever that move is, because we used to call this drop shotting. It's not really drop sliding, a drop slide. Who knows? If you guys got a better name, let me know in the comments. Now, the last one, I haven't seen anyone talk about this. I haven't seen a single video. I don't even know if people know that this is a legit mechanic in the game, but we all know that we can dive, right? Obviously, I go forward, hold my stick, press slide, and I dive. We've done it through windows, right? You want to go here, you're coming out the window, you're like, oh, hell yeah, I'm sick, bam. But the problem is I land like this. Landing like this is not good, because sometimes I want to dive over a ledge and then I want to attack an enemy right after that. If I hit any object from the hip and up, I will lay on the ground. If the first thing from the hip or below, if my legs touch that object as the first thing, I will immediately stand. Yeah. So if I'm going this way, let me see if I can do it right on this car. Literally perfect. Could not have asked for that to go any better. My legs touch the car, so now I'm instantly standing. So what that looks like is I'm jumping, diving, landing on the car, and then instantly standing up. I can do this over a whole bunch of different ledges. It doesn't matter if it's just a car. See, if I go over, I'll land like this. If I land on the edge of the car, I'll stand instantly. I can do this through this thing too. This is sick. Let me get it right. Oh, bro, so fire. I can dive through that and I'm instantly standing ready for another gunfight. I do this through windows. I do this over the ledges of Area 99. I will dive over the ledge of 99. So instead of mantling over and taking that time, I'm going to dive over the ledge. My legs will touch the edge of that ledge on the top of like the Area 99 buildings. And then I immediately land on my legs, ready to shoot whoever is down below me. So instead of having to mantle up, put myself at risk and all of this other stuff, we skip all of that by hitting this move right here. It takes some time to learn how far away I am, and obviously I still mess it up, but it's especially when I'm trying to mantle over cover and then go and attack somebody after that is a crazy move to do. It's just something that no one else is expecting. So instead of landing here and being stuck, which by the way, this here, I mean, super niche situation, but pretty fire. I can continue this by being out this way and then immediately like, dude, that is so insane. I haven't seen anybody talk about that. I did it to somebody earlier in the stream, actually last night. The dude was completely baffled. Make sure y'all practice all of these movement techs. If you guys have questions or want to learn how to use them actually in game, either watch some of my videos, appreciate you guys a ton, or come hang out in the live streams. I can show you guys live and give you help live as I'm doing it. Obviously, I'm growing as a creator. But if I have anywhere from 30 to 100 people, it's really easy for me to still see you in chat and have a great conversation. So if you guys need any extra help, make sure y'all tap in. If you guys want to see some gameplay using all of this, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And if you learn something new, I am so glad that I could help you guys. This is my goal and my dream of this channel. I feel like I'm kind of that middle ground as like a 3.5 KD player versus like the 6-7 KD pros that we all watch. I can help you guys attain that next level or start building a great base for yourselves. For everything else you need and for all the magic in the world, man, subscribe to Buck Merlin. To all my Grandmaster members, y'all are the ones, the true MVPs. Thank y'all so much for your continued support. Chat, I'll see you guys soon. Later, baby.